Yeah, before we go ahead, like we're waiting for other members to join. So if you got any question or like if you have anything to ask regarding forex trading or if you have a currency pair you want me to analyze, mention it in the chat box. Mention it in the chat box so that we can so that I will be talking about it in the session. Currency pair you want me to analyze, or else a question you have regarding forex trading you want me to talk about. The chat box is open. The chat box is open for everyone, so you can mention or any question or any currency pair you want me to analyze in the session. As we are waiting for other members to join, you can mention any currency pair or any question you have regarding forex trading. So I'll talk about it in the session. The chat box is open for everyone. The chat box is open for everyone. Any question or any currency pair you want me to analyze in the in the session, mention it so you can go ahead. I've got 5 minutes left to start the session. I've got 5 minutes left to start the session. Five minutes left to start the session. So make sure if you have any question or any currency pair you want me to analyze in the session. I've got only 4 minutes left to start the session. AUD USD. AUD USD. All right. Please make analysis on XAUD on gold. All right. So most of you have asked about AUD USD and AUD USD and gold. So far, AUD USD and gold. I've got AUD USD and gold. So in this session, it's gonna be one of the important sessions we're gonna have, and these are the sessions which comes almost every week. Like these are live sessions which comes almost every week. These are free live trading sessions from my academy. So mostly, I haven't yet chose an exact day whereby they're gonna be happening every week in my academy. So far, uh, I'm gonna update you regarding an exact time and day whereby these sessions, like they're gonna be happening every single week of the like every single week. They are just be weekly sessions, free trading sessions, whereby I'm gonna analyze, I'm gonna have some important tips or important informations you need to know for you to become a forex trader. It doesn't matter if you're in my academy or you are a member of my academy, or you are a beginner, or you are a intermediate trader, or you are a like a or like it doesn't matter the kind level of skills you have in trading. So this session is gonna be for you. And in this session, I'm gonna also talk about tips, as most of you have been asking me about how can you pass a Profem challenge? Like how can you pass a Profem challenge? What are the what are the tricks and ways for you to pass a Profem challenge? So I'm gonna also talk about the important tips you need to have, you need to know before you buy a Profem challenge, or what is a Profem challenge, and how can you pass a Profem challenge. I'm gonna also talk about that in the session. So make sure you have a like you have also a book and a journal where you're gonna be noting down important information you need to know in the session. So we have got 1 minute to go. As a reminder, every time, most of my sessions, like for those who are joining my sessions for the first time, like if the session is exactly as 2:30 p.m., let me say, or 2 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Like for example, if this session was at 2 p.m. London time, to me, I always give extra 10 minutes for members to join. Like I always give extra 10 minutes for members to join. Like for example, if the link was sent at exactly 2 p.m., like the session would start at around 2:10, like 2:10. So that this day I always give 10 minutes maybe for those who are fixing their connection issues, their connection, like the try who are struggling to join, or who are trying to find a stable connection, for them to find their way out of a clear connection. So that's a reminder, once you join my sessions, you should be able to wait for at least 10 minutes, for that gap of 10 minutes for other members to join. Then we can start the session. So let's go ahead with today's session. I want to know how many members are in this session who doesn't know anything about forex trading. Like I want to know if there is any members who are in this session who doesn't know anything about forex, or who are totally beginners, in the forex market. If you are a beginner in this forex market, I mean in this session, let me know in the chat box. If you are a beginner, or if you don't know anything regarding forex trading, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section before I go ahead. Everyone who is in this session knows how to trade. Like, are we all intermediate traders in this session? Like, is there anyone who is a beginner in this session, like, or who doesn't know anything about forex trading? Yeah, all right. Only one. Only one member? Only one member who doesn't know anything about forex trading? Only one? So yeah, all right. So I suppose that I'm supposing from the response I can suppose that most of the members who are in this session they are intermediate traders. I'm supposing that most of you knows more about forex trading. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna combine either the concepts I'm gonna talk about in this session. I'm gonna make sure we'll be combining the either beginners and intermediate traders so that we can be on the like so that this session can will be open to every single person depending on the skills level you have. So before we go ahead, I always make sure I talk about the introduction regarding forex trading. But then, like regarding the limited time we have today, and this session was also gonna talk about regarding the challenge I gave recently for the like when was Sugira Forex Academy founded, and like a lot of you have made attempts, have tried to respond, have tried to share ideas on what they think about it. So, like in this session, also uh, I'm gonna also talk about the also like when was it founded and who are the winners or and who got the chances to get free seats in my academy. I have gave out around free seats in my academy, and I have also gave out dollars to who they uh they they belong to. So make sure you follow the session and make sure if you have any question regarding the comments, I mean regarding the session, you should ask in the chat box. You are open, the chat box is open. You will ask in the chat box. If you have anything, any question, or what you're not getting, or if you are not comfortable in the language I'm using, make sure you also mention it in the chat box. I know like the majority of most of you are in this session. Like the majority, I'm sure that they are fluent in English, Kinyarwanda, English, and other languages, but the majority of the ones who are in this session, I'm sure they are comfortable with English. If you're not comfortable in English, um, also let me know if you're not comfortable in English, because I'm gonna be mostly using English and some of other languages for it to make it clear to everyone. So, how to win that chance? Is it still open to compete against? No, like it was a challenge. If there is will be more of other chances to win my free seat and the other offers I have offered, I will inform you. But the last one, the previous one which I offered, there was like the what was required or what you were supposed to do on the time frame I gave for everyone to have attempted on that to have ended. So we have to wait. If you want to attempt on it, you have to wait for me to give another offer on that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start the session, and I'm gonna start over with analyzing. I'm gonna start over with analyzing. Most of you have requested for analysis on GBP USD. Most of you, I mean AUD USD. Most of you have asked it for AUD USD, AU AUD USD. And before we start the session, I hope my screen is clear. I hope my voice is also clear. Is there anyone who can hear me properly? Niba hari utari kunyumva neza cyangwa niba hari aho screen yanjye itari kugaragara neza, umbwire mbere yuko dukomeza. Like I hope ko my voice is clear, amajwi yanjye ari kumvikana neza. My screen is also clear to everyone. And make
Yeah, we
sure
are getting you.
all right, perfect. And make sure because this will be a recorded session, like from the starting to the ending. Like this, that's how my sessions will be. Like every single session, either in my academy or either there's free sessions. All of the sessions will be recorded. So make sure your maybe if you want to say something or if you want to ask a question, maybe, or if you want to unmute yourself, make sure you raise your hand so that or you ask the question in the chat box, so I can give you the I can allow you to talk or I can allow you to ask or to unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, make sure your video is muted and also your voice is also muted for us to have a clear and a perfect session. Make sure your video is muted. Like make sure your video is muted. Yeah, make sure your video. All right, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, let's go ahead. So like I'm gonna start with analyzing AUD USD. Let me see what do we have on AUD USD right now. So I have asked to say like for those who doesn't know anything regarding forex trading, let me know before go ahead. So that like if maybe you want to know more or if you will be getting confused on some information I'll be sharing, make sure you ask in the comment section. And for those who are beginners who don't know anything regarding forex trading or wants to improve their skills regarding forex trading, they also mention it in the chat box as well. For those who still wants opportunities to start running forex, June intake is still open. They'll reach out and start over with June intake. So let's go ahead. We have AUD USD right now. Before we start over, like first of all, we need to have steps. We need to know what are the steps we need or what do we need in the first place before we start analyzing. What do we need to do or what do we need to consider before we start analyzing the market? What do we have to consider or what do we have to look after before we start analyzing the market? You get my point? Like, what do we have to consider before we start analyzing the market? So, like, that's to simply mean that we always have to have a trading plan. Everyone should have a trading plan. Trading plan. Like before you start analyzing, because you just don't have to enter in the market and just start pressing your trades from nowhere, or just either just start analyzing without having like what is your trading plan in the first place? Because having a trading plan will always limit you from uh like the importance or advantages of having a trading plan in general. It limits you from having unnecessary losses. Like to simply mean and unnecessary losses. It first also it always allows you to make or to make calculated calculated risks. Unnecessary. These are the two important things you need to know when it comes to having a trading plan. The first thing is uh it prevents you from having unnecessary losses. To simply mean that you taking a trade from anywhere without having like without waiting for a setup, without having a certain plan, a certain strong trading plan, like a certain criteria you're looking for in the market, like setups or things you're looking or you're waiting for in the market for you to decide to enter in a buy or a sell. You get my point? So to mean if you have a trading plan, to simply mean you have a strategy, you have a risk management, and you also have a psychology, like you also have a psychology behind your trades. Like you have a strategy. Having a trading plan is based on having a strategy, what you're looking for in the market, like you're waiting for the market to show you a setup, to wait for that setup to show up, and then you take action on it. Either if it's a buy or a sell, you will have to enter in the market depending on what your strategy will tell you. If your strategy will tell you to buy, you're gonna buy. If your strategy is telling you to sell, you're gonna sell. Like you are waiting for the market to tell you or to decide and inform you like you're gonna buy from here, you are gonna sell from here. You get my point? So what you have right here is to say you was trying to enter in the market depending or trying to focus on what the market like you're trying like you are You have what you're waiting for in the market to show up, then you take action. You get my point? Then risk management, this is to simply mean that how much are you going to make from that trade? How much, if you lose this trade, how much are you going to lose from that trade? To simply mean that now coming to your psychology, this is to simply mean that the amount of money you're going to make from that trade, is it worth taking the risk? Or the amount of money you're going to lose from that trade, can you afford to lose it? You get my point? Having a strategy, let me repeat this. Having a strategy, a trading plan allows you, you need to have three things. Like a trading plan involves three important things: a strategy, that's the first thing; risk management, that's the second thing; and then your psychology. What is your psychology? Like, what do you depend on while taking your trades? Your strategy, this is to simply mean that you're waiting for these confirmations. You're waiting for the market to to show you a certain setup. You have a certain setup you're looking for in the market. If it tells you to buy, you're gonna buy. If it tells you to sell, you're gonna sell. So you're looking for that thing to tell you to buy or to sell in the market. You get my point? So now your risk management to mean before you click that sell or buy, you need to know how much am I willing to risk on this trade? How am I willing to risk on this trade? And then coming now to your psychology, the psychologist to simply mean that thinking or remembering that, okay, if I have to win this trade, how much I'm gonna win, or how much I'm gonna make from this trade, how much I'm gonna make from this trade. That's the first thing. And if I have to lose this trade, how much I'm gonna lose from this trade. Asking this question will ask you to say, the amount of money I'm gonna make from this trade, is it worth the risk? That's the first thing you need to ask yourself. And then the second thing, this is to mean losing also the amount of money also you're gonna lose if you lose this trade before you take this trade. If your strategy tells you to sell or buy, before you take this trade, to mean you are looking around your account and say, okay, how much am I losing? If I have to lose this trade, am I willing to lose this amount of money? I have to check first of all before I dive in the market. For example, before you take a bus, like a transport bus, before you take a bus, you should know first of all where is it taking me? How much is it charging? Before you enter, do I have that amount of money to pay that transport? Before you enter in that certain bus, depending on where you are going, you need to confirm first how much is this bus transport, and where is it going? To mean, is the trade I want to take, is it worth the risk? The amount of money I'm gonna make from this trade, is it worth the risk? And then the amount of money I'm gonna lose in this trade, like, will I afford to lose it? If I have to lose this trade, can I afford to lose this amount of money? These are the important questions you need to ask yourself for you to have a trading plan regarding your psychology part. Before you enter in a trade, there is decisions you need to make before you enter in a trade. These are the important decisions you need to make or you need to consider before you enter in a trade for you to don't find yourself in unnecessary losses, coming back in unnecessary losses because of what? You have entered with a risk, or you have entered in a trade with a high risk amount you can't afford to lose. You get my point. So from there, you will be trying to adjust your stop losses. You trying to adjust your market depending on what your heart is pumping, because you entered in an undecided trade. You entered in a trade, you just clicked the buy or sell. You didn't confirm to say, okay, am I willing to lose this trade? Am I willing to lose this amount of money? And the amount of money I have risked, the amount of money I'm gonna make from it, am I willing to, like uh like, is it worth the risk in the first place? I can't open a trade and then I find, because we always have to have a strategy which will tell you to enter in a buy and also to have a certain level of target. So if you're entering in the market and you're buying from here, this is my buy, and then my target is at this level. So simply mean that if I'm entering in a buy, the movement, like the profits from this level to here, to this level, like, is it worth the risk I'm taking? You might find maybe I'm taking the trade, but then it will reach my target when it have gave me the amount which I can't which I can't say it's worth the risk. It's possible, right? So why do I have to take it? There is a certain period of time whereby you are entering, like, depending on your strategy, the strategy you use. like maybe I don't know, depending on the people who are in this session, like we maybe use different strategies. Apart from the ones who are already in my academy, we have a certain strategy we use to trade in the market. But then maybe depending on your strategy, does your strategy gives you a like does your strategy gives you a clear uh does it give you a clear target in the market? Does it give you a target, a clear target in the market? Like can you like are you uh if the market hits to that certain period of time, like, I mean, if the market hits that certain target you are looking for in the market, like the amount of money you're gonna make from that trade, is it worth the risk? And the amount of money which you like the amount of money you are risking for that trade, like, can you afford to lose it? So from there, it will prevent you from unnecessary losses. That's the first thing, and it will lead you to make calculated risk. Calculated risk, this is to simply mean that if I'm entering in a trade, it's worth the risk and the amount of money I'm willing to lose, I'm okay with that. So from there, if I'm in the market, if I'm in a trade, my psychology will be on point, my risk management will be on point, my strategy will be on point. My strategy told me to sell, so I'm in a sell. So my risk management, that's the second thing I need to think about. Then my third thing is depending on my psychology. Like for me to don't enter in my market because this is a mind game because it involves a lot of money, right? It involves a lot of money. Trading involves a lot of money. Get my point? Tradings involve a lot of money. So from there, you will find yourself in a situation whereby uh it's also playing with your mind because of what? Like because of the you are looking on the numbers. You are in a trade, maybe let me say for example, you have a certain target, like maybe you entered in a buy and your target is 1,000, let me say $500. To mean on its way going to $500, to mean it will first go on 100, 200, 300, 400. To mean for you to keep all these trades, for you to keep all these trades from 100, 200, 300, you need to have a strong psychology on it. You need to have a strong trading plan. You get my point? You need to have a strong trading. So for it, because most of you, once the market is, once your market, your trade is in profits, you will find yourself like, if the market, if your trade is in profit by $300, you will start to think of what $300 can buy. But oh my God, I want to actually, like, I want to update my phone. I want to buy a new laptop. I want to buy a house. I want to buy whatever, depending on the amount of money which is in your profit. But then, is it is it what you have targeted for in the first place? You have seen how in in my Telegram channel in the morning I was up by I took a trade. I was up by around $750. My target was $1,000, but then I didn't cancel the trade, and then the trade had to come back to my entry, like to my, and then it hit my break even. So I ended up with just $20. To mean my trade was from $750, and then it turned back to 700 to $20. Imagine having a trade which is up by $750, and then it turns back to $20 because of what? Because I wasn't greedy. It's just because it didn't hit my target. My target was how much? My target was 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 1,000, but then the trade just hit 750. But it didn't give me the allowance, or it didn't allow me to cancel the trade, whereas it haven't hit my target. To me, my psychology is on point to the extent level whereby I already know what I'm looking for in the market. You get my point? I already know what I'm looking for in the market. If my target is $750, that's $750. I'm not going out of the market with $500 because I'm preparing for the coming trades and the ones I did. Maybe let me say if I had to win two losing trades in the past. So the next winning trade I'm looking for, it have to definitely for me, because if I'm trading 1/2, like if my risk to reward ratio r risk to reward ratio risk to reward ratio if my risk to reward ratio is 1/2, to simply mean that one trade will cover the two losses I had. You get my point? Now imagine if I have two losing trades and two winning trades. One trade will cover the whole losses I had, and then one trade will cover everything, like extra more profits. To simply mean that as a trader, what we are aiming for, what we always aim for, as my advice, what you should always aim for in the market is the first thing, depending, I'm still talking about the trading plan before you go ahead. The first thing is to aim to trade your profits. To aim to trade your profits, because it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose from your profits more than losing from your capital. You get my point, right? So to simply mean once you are in a good setup, like in a good winning trade, you should aim to make enough from it. Aim to make enough from it, not to aim to make what you want for that day or what you want in the market. You might find maybe you have a debt of $100 or you have a debt of $200. It doesn't allow you to just come in the market aiming for $200. Follow your strategy. If your strategy is telling you like at this certain period of time, at this certain period of level, it will reach when it have already gave you $1,000. Wait for it to hit that target. Wait for it to hit that target. You get my point? Having a trading plan. That's the first thing you should look for in the market. So now you might ask yourself like, how do we know how do we know our trading targets, or depending on you have a strategy, you have a risk management, your psychology is on point. Now how do you know the targets in the market? How do you know your targets in the market? How do you know where to enter from in the market? Before we go ahead, is there anyone who have a question on this? Is there anyone who got a question on this trading plan? Someone asked to say, try to focus on point on point of view. Alright. Ese ko tugira currency nyinshi, ni gute ukora fundamental analysis? Urobanura currency uratradinga, kuko ndakeka we don't just randomly pick a currency to trade. All right. This one was asking to say, like, how do you pick, or how do you decide to which currency to decide to trade on that certain period of day? Because he thinks that it's not always we have just to choose any currency pair and just start trading it randomly and start trading it. To simply mean that, like, yes, fundamental, for you to make fundamental analysis, like you might ask yourself, what is a fundamental analysis? Like fundamental analysis, this is analysis. Like we want to make sure, because we are forex traders, we do trade forex, to mean this is what is going on in the world currency. Like for us to start analyzing fundamentally or to make fundamental analysis, we use this website. This is the website we use for fundamental analysis. Let me share it in the chat box so that you can access it. That's Forex Factory. The link is in the chat box. You can check it out. This is Forex Factory. So you asked to say, how do you decide which currency to trade, depending on your foreign, like your fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis want to know what is going on in world economy. In the world economy, what is going on in the world economy? Like what is the world economy saying in general? You get my point? Like what is going on in the world economy, so that we can say, like, we can say, because whatever is happening, for example, you can see that we are trading, maybe we'll be analyzing AED USD. Like what are the charts, where are the charts coming from? Traders, you can see that the market, like for example, from here, you can see the charts is just lines, right? You might ask yourself, where does these lines comes from? If I asked you to say AED USD, if you just go on Google and say, maybe you can see that the current price is around 0. This will be around 0.64. That's 0.64, right? If you go on Google and search to say what is the set the on Google and say AUD, like Australian dollar in US dollar, 1 Australian dollar in US dollar, you will find the exact price they give you on Google is the exact price which is here. So to me, this is just not things which just the laptop give us, or this is not just the things which just the laptop creates and give us for us to analyze. These are the things which are happening in the world economy. You get my point? If dollar is gaining value, we will see it from there. We come here to analyze. As traders, we like we have access to graphical representation of world economy. Let me say it like that. Graphical representation of world economy. Graphical representation of world economy, that's what you call charts, right? On Google, if you search, you just see numbers, like it's 0.0, whatever. Like for example, if you want to search to say what is Rwandan francs, 1 Rwandan francs in US dollar, they will show you just a number, right? But then if you come in the charts and try to check, you will find it in form of graphics. To me, as traders, we have advantage of accessing graphical representation of what is going on in the world economy and use the past history to analyze the future. You get my point? Because for here, if I asked you to say, like, can you know or can you tell me, uh, like, can you tell me if, like, can you tell me if I'm gonna buy or sell? Like, let me put the market from here. Like from here, can you tell me if the market is gonna buy or sell from here? Just looking from here. Can you tell me if the market is gonna buy or sell? Let me just make it from here. Do you think this is gonna be a buy or a sell? Like just an example. Do you think this is gonna be a buy or a sell? What do you think? You just say the sell. Maybe you saw it from the past data. Just be honest. Can you tell me just from you looking from here? Like from you looking from this thing which is just trying to peep from here. Can you tell me if you can decide if this is gonna be a buy or a sell? Can you tell me? No, I don't think so. You will get the decision to see that this is gonna. Yes, no, you can't. Like I still said, for you to say it's gonna sell or it's gonna buy, we don't want to gamble in the market. We don't want to just make decisions in the market. Like we don't just to do things whereby like uh we are just trying to buy and sell at the same time. No, it's not possible for you to buy and sell at the same time. You want to make because this is also a game whereby like if you any mistake you make, you lose money. Any mistake you make, you lose money. Yeah, you should also remember that any slight mistake you make, you lose money. The reason why people say that trading is hard is because like they don't know what to look for in the market. They don't have a trading plan. I started by talking about a trading plan so that you can be able to access you knowing what we are looking for in the market and what we should consider in the market. You got my point? So you knowing how to trade means you have access on the needful, like you are literate enough in trading for you to know what you need for you to analyze the market. You can see that from here, maybe let me say, for example, someone said, uh, according to candlestick formation, we can go long. Even on candlestick, you can see like the long this is to simply mean that you are looking for the market to go to the upside, right? Maybe you are looking for these rejections, which you are seeing on the trade right here. Maybe you are looking for rejections in the market, but then we are not trying to gamble. We are trying to look for clear setups in the market. We are trying to look for clear setups in the market. So to simply mean that if you depend on candlestick formation, maybe candlestick, and you remember that candlestick formation, we use them as confirmations to enter in the market. We don't use them as analysis, as a clear analysis in the market. We don't use them as a clear analysis in the market. We use them as a clear confirmations for us to enter in the market. You get my point? So to simply mean as a trader, we need to access the past data, what have happened before for us to know what is going to happen in the future. You can see, right? If you have a look from on here, this is 1 hour time frame. This is a 1 hour time frame. This is to simply mean that even if you zoom and try to check what is the candlestick formation saying, you might say that this is this is a support level. To me, the market is rejecting, so it's gonna keep pushing back to the upside. Yes, you might say that, but then what is the general movement of the market? You get my What is the general movement? What is the market structure present in the market? For those maybe who doesn't understand, what is the market structure? What is the market structure? Because market structure, this is the most thing we depend on where we want to decide to enter in the market. Market structure. Get my point? Like for example, like you might ask yourself, what is the market structure? For those who doesn't know more about market structure, maybe depending on the strategy you are using, you might be using maybe support and resistance. You might be using supply and demand, and depending on the strategy you are using, you should always know what is market structure. Market structure, this is the general movement of the market, like the general for you to decide and for you to know where the market is heading to. Either also you are trading SMC, smart money concept, SMC, you will depend on market structure. You want to know this is market structure and also learning more about market manipulation and coming to say to think on the both sides. What is the smart money thinking and what is the retail sellers traders thinking? To me, as trading SMC also like smart money concept, you will be having to access different scenarios in the market. You will have to access what is the smart money thinking, what is the retail traders thinking. So to mean you'll be depending on both sides in the market for you to decide to enter in the market. You get my point? So to simply mean that everything, every single detail, like every single strategy, you will have to depend on the past data. What have happened before for you to know what to what to analyze for the current. You get my point? For you to decide if the market is gonna buy or the market is gonna sell, you have to decide for you to say, okay, I'm gonna first of all have to what have the market been saying? What have the market showed me? Where is the market heading to? Because before you enter in the market, you should always have a target. If you decide to enter in a buy or a sell and you don't have a clear target, target means knowing where the market is heading to. And that's the first step in trading. That's the first step in trading. Entering in the market, knowing or have leveled or have already marked out your targets. Knowing where the market is heading to, that's the first step when you want to enter in the market. Knowing where the market is heading. To mean, how would you determine your targets in the market? Like, how do you determine your targets in the market? This is depending on the market structure, maybe depending on what you trade. For example, let me just give a simple quiz let me just say, from the market structure. Let me say, do you think this is gonna buy or this is gonna sell? Just depending on any strategy you use, what do you think the market is gonna do from here? Do you think this is a buy or a sell? Someone said, sorry, I meant to say, isn't something in trading like risk taking, where you can just predict the next move of the market without excessive analysis, but the common sense of the previous market structure. That's what I focus on in my academy. Like having a certain like you find most of the time there's simple strategies in the market. These are the ones which are making money because we don't focus on the strategy. We focus on the combination of your strategy, your risk management, and your psychology. You get my well, your strategy, your psychology, and your risk management. Otherwise, the strategy doesn't matter the most if it doesn't have a strong setup on your psychology and your risk management. All right. So for them, yeah, most of you said buys. All right. Anyone? Do you think this is gonna be a buy or a sell? Someone said they sell. Do you think this is gonna be a buy or a sell? Let me know. Write it in the chat box. Write it in the chat box. Write in the chat box. Write in the chat box. Do you think this is gonna be a buy for me or a sell? I think it's coming to up. a little bit and then go down hard. Just depend on what the market is doing right here. Depend on according maybe you might depend on the market have tested the levels many times. From the market structure, from the target where the market is heading to, where do you think what do you think the market is gonna do? Most of you have said buys. All right, so what do we have here? Like you can see that the market, the reason why, like if I just come here and say, do you think the market is gonna buy or sell? You won't have a clear decision because you won't have access on what the market have did in the past for you to access what the market is gonna do in the future. To me, as forex traders, we do have access on the past data, the things which are like the past economy data which have bypassed in form of graphics in graphical representation, and then it helps us to predict the future. You get my point? So what we have right here, but if you just have to have access on this, you can see that from here you can know if the market is gonna buy or sell. But if you have access here, you will have to decide, okay, let me see what the market have did directly for me to know what it's gonna do in the next. You can see that the market have been breaking the higher highs, highest point, the higher highs, the higher highs. Like this was the market targets, the market targets, the market targets. So to simply mean that exactly the market is gonna also target this level. This is gonna be my target in this market. Like this is gonna be also the target in this market. Depending on the strategy, we are depending on the like the market structure right here. This is gonna be our next because the market have been breaking the higher highs. Higher highs. To me, the market is also heading to the upside. So depending on the strategy now, applying the strategy now, this is where I might find now is to be time for me to start selling. Depending on what the market have tested this level for the first time, second time, third time. Now this is the fourth time. So it won't be easy like that. Trading won't be easy whereby you will just see the market one time. If it was easy, if someone would just come, even an old woman, like just a very old woman, would just come and draw a trend line in the market. Once the market comes, buy. Once it comes out, buy. You will find millionaires on this world because of trading. The reason why that doesn't happen in the market is because there is manipulations in the market. There is what you need to understand, the story behind trading. So to me, if the market is, most of you have said buys, but then if me, I have to enter in from here, from the market structure, it's buys. Yes, the target is buys, the market is buying, but then me entering in this trade, for example, depending on my strategy, I have to be mute. Like I don't have to take anything. I don't have to sell or buy currently because the market have gave me enough buys. I don't. These are traps. This will be a trap for me on the fourth touch of the trend line. This is gonna be a trap for me. So for me to consider also to go in a sell, I wait for the market not to break this level and for the market to clearly come and break this level to create what? To create a clear change of character and then comes back to retest for me and then push to the downside. Let me make it clear. Let me clear the charts a little bit so you can get to understand properly from my strategy. From the strategy I use to trade, that's trend line breakout strategy. Like for me to decide to enter in the market right here, I won't take a buy. The reason is because the market have exceeded the amount of touches I'm looking for in a support level trend line. To me, if the market have came on this level, if the market have came on this for the first time, second time, third time, to me, there is no way it's gonna give me the fourth time. If it was like trading will be easy, right? We'll just come and draw a trend line. Once the market comes to this level, we buy. Once the market comes, we buy. It will be easy, right? So this it's me just to know, okay, when are the manipulations expecting to come? This is the time whereby the market have tested the trend line for the first time, second time, and third time. So to me, manipulation for the fourth time, fifth time, whatever, manipulations are nearly to come if you don't know what to do in the market. That's when it comes to you saying, okay, trading is based on experience. No, it's not based on also only experience because I'm telling you this because I have experienced this. So to me, I'm directly sharing my experience to you. Otherwise, you would have faced this thing from the loss, many losses. You facing a lot of losses. No, where maybe you have watched maybe a video on YouTube to say if you find levels on the same level, you should just draw a line. Should come for the first time, second time, like, and then if the market comes back, you should be buying. And then you find yourself you're losing. You don't know. You're losing because of what?
There is a story behind trading. There is that experiential skills you should know in trading. There's things which happens, knowing when the market is when the market is gonna give manipulations for you to avoid trading. From the market structure, we know that this is a buy, right? From the market structure, we know that this is our target. But then from looking from the point from the past data, because we're already traders, we know how to analyze. I won't take a buy because the market have gave me a signal of manipulation. So to simply mean that what the market is gonna do, the market is gonna try to retest a little bit, show that the buyers are gonna enter for buys, target this level, and then boom, push to the downside. There is also someone who said like the market. Let me see. Someone who said it. Uh, Someone said I think it's going to up a little bit and then go down hard. So N King, I don't know if it's N King. That was right. That was right. You said that was right. So to simply mean that now you might ask yourself what the market does, like for you to also avoid facing such kind of losses. I'm talking about important things which I know most of you traders are facing right now. You get my point? Whereby you're entering in the market area, not knowing, not having that experiential skills which you need to have in trading. You get my point? So you will find yourself, okay, since I also like, for example, like any king, as you said, yes, you will find yourself, like for example, you try to enter, maybe you just try to enter, and then the market gives you what? Like the market gives you a clear rejection for buys, and then it comes back to you and sets and liquidate you, like clicks your stop loss, and then you find yourself the market decides now to push hard to the upside. You ask yourself what happened right here. At you find yourself, okay, the market, so to me it's gonna start selling. You enter in a sale, and then the market, boom, push your stop loss, and then now push to the upside. You ask yourself, what have just happened right here? To me, I have also answered that person who said, I want to also answer that person who said you can buy and sell at the same time. You can buy and sell at the same time. So what you have done right here? I know most of you traders are facing this. So let me make it clear. From the market structure, from the market structure, what you have done, would have done, if you already know that if the market is targeting this level, so if you know that the market is coming to break this above point, if you didn't decide or it didn't confirm the breakout to this point, and then the market decides to push back, to mean the market have manipulated buyers. So to mean, where will I consider that the market have created a break of structure for me to confirm that the market is going to keep pushing downside? So to me, this can't be my lower low, because this can't be my lower low because it haven't broke this level. So to me, my lower low, my higher low is this level. So to me, for me to enter in a sell, this is where I have to confirm a clear change of character, because that this will be my inner internal market structure. So I can't consider this one as a change of character. So what we I have to do here is just to wait for the market to come back to this level, to break this level. Because if the market doesn't break this level and then it just comes here without breaking this level, that's not a clear change of character, right? This is when it will just continue to the upside because it haven't broke the structure to the downside. So for me to confirm that the market is going to keep selling, I have to wait for the market to come and break this level. That's a change. That's a clear change of character, just a clear change of character. And then what do I have to do? If I have to enter now in the market, like if I have to enter in the market, what if this stop loss is going to be big? I have to also think about risk management, and I have to also think about market structure, because if the market structure to the downside, the market pulls down to like this, right? Creating lower lows and lower highs. And there is no way the market will just break and then keep pushing to the downside. It's not possible. It's not possible, right? So you're waiting for the market structure to be complete. This is when the market have broke the change of character, that made the change of character. A query test have to come and confirm from the market structure, and then enter in your size. It's very simple. It's very simple. It might sound like I did a lot of things right here, but it's very simple. Let me make it as simple. Let me just make it simple because I know most of you are facing losses because of this, whereby most of you are nearly to quit trading because are facing such kind of losses in the market, not knowing what to decide in the market. You get my point? Not knowing what to decide or not knowing what to do in the market. You get my point? So let me make it clear for you to understand it properly. You can see that from the market structure, market keeps pushing to the upside, and then to mean the market is breaking. This is higher highs, my higher highs. To mean the market is expecting to break this level. If the market doesn't break this level, I have to expect the market at risk to break this lowest point, and then the reason why I have to wait for a retest is because from the market structure, right? Because the market goes like this. So to simply mean that I have to wait for the market. If this is my support trend line, because we have support and resistance levels, we have diagonal support and resistance. These are diagonal support and resistance to mean in trend continuation trading, and we also have horizontal support and resistance levels in in uh, ranging market. We have the horizontal support and resistance levels, and we also have diagonal support and resistance in a trending market. But you need to also know how to differentiate your resistance, your support and the resistance level. You have diagonal, let me repeat it. We have diagonal resistance, support and resistance levels, and we also have and we also have horizontal support and resistance levels. So to simply mean that if my market, this is my diagonal resistance, right? I mean support level, right? The one on top, it's a resistance level. The one on below the market is a support. It's supporting the market from falling. So it's supporting the that will be base currency. Coming back to base currency. If you know more about base currency, coming back to base currency, if you know more about base currency, to simply mean that uh it's preventing, this is a zone which is preventing base currency from depreciating, losing value. You get my point? So to me, I had to wait for the change of character right here, wait for a retest, and then push, clearly push to the downside. Is it clear? Is it clear? I know most of you was facing such losses. You see how that trend line meet the supply. Wow, you are good, Mr. Sujira. Oh, all right. Yeah, thank you. That's genius. All right. Is a buy because broke resistance and there is a retest. All right. That's it. All right. Yes, it's clear. All right. I hope it's clear. I know most of you was facing losses because of this kind of not knowing the market structure. You get my point? Not having a clear understanding on market structure. Having a target. No, so now we want to see like now where should we have, or if we have to decide to enter in the market, where will be our targets? Where do we have our targets in the market? Where is our targets, or how to set targets in the market? So we're gonna do that on our charts on AU. I hope before I cancel this or before I delete this, I hope no one have a question on this one. I hope it's clear. Like for those who was facing losses due to not knowing when market manipulations are gonna come out. Because as a trader, the reason you should also sit down and think of why are most traders losing? Why am I among these losers in the trading market? Am I not thinking blindly? Like what should I do? Like what should I consider before entering in the market? What are the most traders thinking right now? Because the markets also, the market makers, they also don't want you to make money, because they're also business people. They don't want to lose. So to me, you should also remember that they don't want to lose, and think smart. I don't trade smart money, but you should think smart. What are the trade money makers thinking in the first place? Like if I have to enter in a sale, what are the most traders thinking right now? You get my point? What are the most traders thinking? If most traders are thinking to buy right here, consider now what is the overall market structure? What is the market saying? What is the market saying? What is the market money maker saying and what is the retail trader saying, and then make your own decision. Depending your own decision will now depend on what? Will now depend on your risk management. To mean you are entering in a war, you are entering in a war. Everyone is coming with their own guns, but not everyone's gun will protect them. You'll be protected by your skills. To mean you trying to involve in the market, you should try to involve thinking that no one will you will ask no one about the money you lost, or no one will even come to congratulate you about the money you made. To mean your decisions you should involve in the market. This is to mean you're involving yourself in the market in the certain period of in the certain position whereby it's me. If I'm entering in this trade, is it worth the risk? Or the money I'm willing to lose, can I afford to lose it? Because if I lose it, no one I will ask. If I make it, no one will come congratulate me to say you have made this amount of money, or congratulate you. We are adding more $1,000 on top of it. No, it's just you and your decisions. You get my point. So you trying to enter in the market, make your strategy as simple as possible and follow the rules. That's it. Just simplify your strategy as simple as possible. Just make sure it's a strong strategy. Follow the loose market structure, knowing when the market manipulations are nearly to come out, and you to know when to trade and not when not to trade. To prevent you from preventing unnecessary losses. You losing from from if you followed your plan and you have a losing trade from there, you won't feel like you won't even feel anything because you have followed, you know that your risk management is on point. You find yourself you're even trading your profits. Get my point? Like to find most of the time, uh, you will find if I have a winning trade, I have already mentioned it. If I have a winning trade, I should wait for it to hit my target. I have that certain period level which I've set that this level, if the market hit this level, it's worth the risk. It will cover either the loss I had previously, and it should also cover the trades I'm willing to take in the future. So let's dive in the charts. Let me try now to practice what I am from talking about. Then you can get to understand properly. So from the trading plan, I have now talked about what we should look for in the market, what we should avoid in the market manipulations, how to avoid market manipulations in the market. It's clear, right? So now we have dived in to say, let's now see what we should consider before, what we should look for in the market practical. The first thing we have said, we should always make sure there is no news present in the market. Should always make sure there is no news present in the market. Should make sure about that. Should always make sure there is no news in the market, and always make sure that the market is not, there is no high impact news, and uh there is no bank holiday. Like from here, for those who knows how to use this application, like this website, this is Forex Factory. For those who knows how to use Forex Factory, like to simply mean uh, we have these folders from here. This determine the impact. If the impact is high impact news, to mean we are expecting high impact in the market. Like we are expecting high impact in the market, to simply mean that we are expecting the market to come up strong, like the news to come with high impact news in the market. And then if the market is offering, like if the impact level here is showing us red color, this is what we call high impact. If it's showing yellow, this is what we call low impact. This won't affect the market. If this is the orange, this is medium, it won't affect the market that deeply. So from here, what you should consider is to say, uh we can see that from the point of view, the only time you have to avoid the market is when the market is high. For those who doesn't, for this maybe depending on your strategy, maybe you might find you are a fundamental analyst. But then for those who don't trade, uh, For those who don't trade for fundamentals, we always avoid high impact news in the market. Someone asks, how do you use Forex Factory? Talk about how to use time frames, how to analyze the time frames. How do you use Forex Factory? What are the exact days to be cautious of any upcoming news? Every single day on Forex Factory, every single day on Forex Factory, they have, like, for example, this is today, this will be tomorrow. Let me say this will be tomorrow. Let me say this was yesterday. Can see now this one which are gray, these are bank holidays to mean non-economic. Someone who has not how to use Forex Factory, like you depend from here. If you're not a fundamental analyst, we have just to look for the impact the news is making in the market. Now, if you're a fundamental analyst, this is when you have to come and analyze the actual, the forecast, the previous, the what. But then for us, we want just to know the impact which is it's making the market. For this one, which is gray, it's a non-economic to mean this one won't affect the market. This one, which is yellow, this is low impact news. This one, which is medium, this is medium impact. It will just be medium in the market. You get my point. So now, what are the exact days? Every day you should just look for what is the impact. What is it? What is the impact in the market? What is its impact in the market? So let's dive back in the charts. Let's try to see what we have. As always, before we start over, you need to always confirm what is the higher time frame saying. You need to always depend on what is the higher time frame saying. What is the higher time frame saying? Can see that the markets have been diagonally consolidating, but then from here I can say that the market have been diagonally consolidating, but then from here I can see that the market have been breaking the higher highs from the from the higher time frame. You can see that the market from here, I have I will have to draw this level. Can see that I hope everyone can see my screen properly. I hope everyone can see my screen properly. I hope everyone can see my screen properly. Someone said, Mensch, all right. So you can see that from here, what we have from here, we have got uh, we have got a certain consolidation right here. The market is consolidating in this level. But then from the higher time frame, you can see that the market targeted this level. The market targeted this level, and as well, the market is expecting to target this level. And then from my point of view, the market have broke this structure to the upside, and it have came back to this is 4 hour time frame, right? I'm considering this in the higher time frame. To simply mean that this, if the market is rejecting from this level, simply mean that the market is respecting this support, this resistance level. To me, this is resistance to support level. Resistance to support level. To simply mean that the market broke this level and then came to retest it. So we are expecting a retest from this level. So to simply mean that we are expecting buys on we are expecting buys on AUD USD despite the consolidation on higher time frame, because I came on higher time frame for me to set levels, to set targets in the market, for me to set a target in the market. As I have mentioned, I always have, before I enter in the market, I always have to confirm a target in the market. I always have to confirm a target. Do I have a target? Get my point? Do I have a target in the market? So to simply mean what I have here, I have this target right here. I have this target level right here, and the market is rejecting from this support level. So to simply mean that I have to dive in the lower time despite the consolidation right here. Let me find in the lower time frame. I have to come and find the opportunities available in the lower time frame, in the medium time frame. To mean I used 4 time frame to set my targets, and then I'm now clearly finding the points of interest present in the market for me to take, to look for buys, So I have to make sure where is my 200 EMA. Can see that the market is clearly rejecting from my 200 EMA. Can see that the market is clearly rejecting from my 200 EMA, but then it doesn't give it a strategy or an entry, because like this is not a strategy. I use my EMAs for me to confirm the direction of the market. Since the market is rejecting from my 200 EMA, it doesn't give me a clear sign that I have to buy. I have to set my strategy and wait for the market to act on it. So since I'm looking for buys in the market, what do I have to wait for in the market? So since I'm looking for buys in the market, I have this level right here. So to mean I can find a level of support, resistance, finding a level of resistance in my 1 hour time frame, finding a level of resistance. Let me remove this consolidation line, and then my 200 EMA. And I know that the market is targeting this level, and the market have to target this level. So I have 2 targets in the market. I have this target, and I also have this target. So what I'm aiming for on AUD USD, because you can see that the market have been consolidating from this level. So for me to confirm buys, is that the market have to break this trend line, have to break this level. So to mean the market have to come and also break this level, come back to retest, and then push to the upside. They have to break this level, come back to retest, and then push to the upside. Is it clear? Someone might say, what if I will just take a buy and wait for it? The strategy, we need to follow the strategy in the market. We need to confirm a breakout from this level, a retest from here, and then keep pushing to the upside. To mean we might consider this trade in tomorrow's London session, maybe. Let me say tomorrow's London session. Tomorrow's London session. Get my point? That will be around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Yep, around 9 a.m. maybe. Do we agree on this one? AUD USD. For those who trade AUD USD, any idea on this one? Because AUD USD is consolidating, so I have to confirm a breakout. I need to confirm a breakout that is gonna keep pushing to the upside. So it has to break this level for me. It comes back to retest it and then keep pushing to the upside. For those who trades, AUD USD, Are we on the same page here? For those who trade AUD USD, for those who trade AUD USD, I think I think for the people who use SMC, AUD, I think there is a lot liquidity down. Don't you think it continue to go down? That's why I have to confirm me. The only way I will take a buy if the market breaks in this point, because there is no clear confirmation that the market is gonna keep pushing to the upside. So the clear confirmation I'm waiting for, if the market breaks this level and it comes to retest this level. So to me, I'm allowed to take a buy if the market will come to retest. Otherwise, whatever it can do, that's why we didn't say let's take a buy from here and then let it run to this level. No, there's a possibility for the market to keep pushing to the downside. So for me to follow my strategy, for me to confirm a buy, is if I have to confirm a clear breakout and the retest to this level and then keep pushing to the upside. Go in entry time frame. For an entry time frame, there is no yet for our entry. We're gonna entry time frame. We're gonna use 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame. Yes, but then the market haven't reached, because for us to decide to enter in our entry time frame, because for the steps of analysis, you need to first of all make your setups. Just make your analysis levels, your points of interest, and everything, and then wait for the market to come to your points of interest. And once the market comes to your point of interest, then decide to enter, like to go in your entry time frames, 30 minutes time frame or 15-minute time frame, for you to wait for confirmation to enter in the market. Otherwise, if the market is still far, because my point of interest is this level, but then see where the market is still. To mean I have to wait for the market to come to my point of interest for me to go to the lower time frame for my entry points. You get my point? So for me to take buys, if the market have to break this level and confirm a clear rejection from the market structure, because I already know that there is no way the market is gonna keep pushing like this, right? It's not possible. You never seen it anywhere. That's why I have to wait for the market to break this level as the market structure come back, because that's how it goes, right? Yep, that's what we are expecting on a clear on AUD USD. Otherwise, there is a possibility for the market to keep pushing, because the market is consolidating clearly. But then if the market confirms a clear breakout and the retest, we're gonna take a buys on AUD USD. So we have got 10 minutes left for the session. We have got 10 minutes left. So and there is only two touches on trend line. Maybe the third one will be strong. Yeah, that's why I said we have to confirm the market for me to consider, because I'm not looking for sales right here. Because on the higher time frame, the market have showed me that it's breaking high highs. You can see, right? So to me, I'm not looking for sales. That's why I went in the higher time frame. You need to go to the higher time frame and confirm what is the market structure. Consider the market structure from here. The market structure broke this level, so I'm expecting the market to also break this level, because it's rejecting from the support level right here. It's rejecting from this level right here. To simply mean that in the lower time frame, I'm not looking for sales. So for me to enter, it doesn't mean I should take buys from here. So for me to confirm my buys, I have to wait for what? I have to wait for the market to clearly, break this level, comes back to retest my trend line level and then push the upside. Otherwise, whatever have to happen, if this is my first touch, second touch, third touch, if it rejects it, I won't be looking for sales, because the higher time frame have confirmed to me that it's breaking high highs. So I'm not looking for sales in the market. You get my point? I'm not looking for sales in the market. So that's what I have to consider. I have to wait for the market to clearly give me a clear breakout and the retest from this level and keep pushing to the upside. Otherwise, if it is right to reject on the third touch, it doesn't matter for me. I won't take the sell because that's not what I'm looking for. I have to clearly get a clear confirmation from the higher time frame. Yep. How do you know a clear breakout?
A slight question. Is it advisable? Can I go ahead and ask?
Yep. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Is it advisable to look for an entry in a higher time frame?
All right. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Let me answer regarding that. And someone said, but how will we know the market have made a clear breakout? Yeah, let me answer this one who asked about clear breakout. Like for you to confirm a clear breakout, this is when the market, you can see that the market will come and close with the body of the candles. That's why I drawn this. There is a reason why I drawn this trend line. There is a reason why I drawn this trend line. Market have to come. I didn't draw the trend line to say, I didn't draw this line movement like this. I drawn it that the market have to come, break this level, come back to this test this level and push the upside. To mean this level was to mean that the market have to clearly close above the structure. It have to create another higher high. You can see higher high, pushing to the upside, higher high. It has to create another higher high and create another higher low on the trend line and then go up creating another higher high. You get my point? So from the market structure, I'm following a clear market structure present right here. Get my point? And then for this one, for Mary, I guess Mary what? Mary who asked about Mary Wivambe who asked about, okay, is it possible for you to enter in the higher time frame? Yeah, it's possible. It's the matter of which kind trader are you. If you're a scalper, because we have three different of traders. We have scalpers, we have day traders, and we have swing traders. You can't be a scalper to mean you are trading in the lower time frame. Scalping means that person who is trading in the lower time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame, 10 minutes time frame, 30 minutes time frame. To mean, I mean, yeah, maximum maybe 15 minutes for these scalpers. Maybe they also depend on the 1 hour time frame bias, everything like that is the higher time frame. But then depend, whereas you will find on day traders, our 1 hour time frame is our medium time frame. You get the difference, right? So from here, what do we have is to say, we have a clear, it depends on which kind trader you are. If you are a scalper, you will enter in the lower time frame. You can't enter on a 4 hour time frame, whereas you are a scalper. You are looking for setups in 5 minutes time frame. To mean entering in a higher time frame, you are allowed depending on the kind trader you are. If you want to keep trades for a long period of time, you also look in the market in the higher picture, in the bigger picture. Get my point, right? If you're looking in the market in the bigger picture, if you're zooming out to check on the market in the bigger picture, then you can good to go with the higher time frame. Like you can good to go with your higher time frame entries. You get my point. Let me make it clear in Kinyarwanda. Like niba nshaka kwinjira mu isoko, first of all, nshaka kumekinga sure yuko nyine bitewe n'umukain trader ndiwe, sibyo? Niba ndi umuscarpa, niba ntradinga muri lower time frame, urumva ndinjira muri lower time frame. Niba ntradinga muri medium time frame, like nkuvuga muri 1 hour 30 minutes, niba ndi day trader, nshobora kwinjira muri 15, nshobora kwinjira muri 30 minutes time frame, yego, ariko ntabwo nshobora kwinjira muri 4 hour. Ariko niba nshaka gukipinga, niba nshaka kwinjira muri trading, nkaba nshaka kuyibika cyangwa kuyiholdinga ukwezi, urumva nshobora kwinjira ngendeye kuri bigger picture nyine. Urumva ntabwo naza nkore analysis muri 5 minutes time frame. Urabona ntabwo ko nkeneye kureba nyine aho market iri. Urabona hano ntabwo nshobora gukora analysis ngo menye uko weekly time frame imeze, ku buryo nshobora gukipinga trade ukwezi, kandi iyi ni 5 minute time frame. Ariko ninjya muri daily time frame, ndabona clear image y'aho market iri kwerekeza, sibyo? ben navuga ati okay nshobora gukipinga trade mu gihe kingana n'ukwezi cyangwa mu gihe kingana n'icyumweru market irabigeza aha kuko na accessinze entry muri bigger time frame. Urumva you are allowed to enter in a higher time frame, but depending on which time, which trader do you want to be? Like, or which trader are you making? Like, are you swing trading or are you day trading? Is it clear now? Someone said Mary. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's yeah. I would advise that, but then if you did that, it's also fine. Otherwise, like, if you want to say something anytime, you can maybe raise your hand, and then you get to like for us to have an organized meeting. Yeah, otherwise, I know she will she will correct that. Is it clear now, Mary Wiwambe? I hope it's clear. I hope your question is answered.
Yes, it is.
All right, perfect. So, is there any
But
other question?
why
Sorry.
while you were responding to the previous question, I
Mhm.
wanted also to ask how will we know if the market has broken the first level or the second level? Maybe you can clarify that a bit.
The first level. To mean the this level, first take profit level, and this take profit level.
Yes, yes.
To mean the market have to simply mean that let me maybe show you a let me dive in gods. Let me show you maybe a winning trade in God, let me say. Like to simply mean if this was my target, my first target, like let me say from here, then my stop loss right here. This was the first target, this was the first target, this was the second target, this was the third target. To know that the market have hit your targets, this is when the market have to do it. You can see, right? It have to bypass it. It have to break the level. It have to close in the level. It have to close in the level. It have to also close above the level. That's when you know that the market have clearly blocked the levels. Like, is it
No,
clear?
it's not about the TPs. It's
Mhm.
not about the TPs. It's about
Mhm.
where the market has broken so that you can get an entry.
You're talking about market structure. AUD, USD. All right. We're talking about market structure. Let me see. For you to get an entry, for you to know that the market have broken, this is to simply mean that the market have to break this level. Like if let me say a minute. Yeah, the market have to break this level. The market have to come and close above this level. You can see how the market have confirmed that the market have broke this level, right? Let me say at this level, right here, the market have broke this level because it have came and closed above and then came back to retest it. The same thing I'm waiting for. For me to confirm that the market have broke this level, the market have to come all the way up and close. It have to break. To me, it have to close above this level and then come back to retest it and then push to the upside. Is it clear? Is that what you're talking about? Like nibyo ushatse
Ah, yes,
kuvugaho
it is.
cyangwa alright bivuze ngo
It is.
yego isoko rigomba kuzamuka nyine rikafungira hejuru y'ino level. Iyi niyo high dufite. Rikagaruka kuri testing hano then ntago igomba gukoresha icyo twita weak cause we don't want to confuse what we call liquidity. I mean liquidity sweep and a break of structure ko biratandukanye. Liquidity sweep, there's a difference between liquidity sweep and break of structure. The market have to close with a body of the candle, not a wick of the candle. If it's a wick, to mean the market have just swept the liquidity. If it's a wick of the wick of the candle, the market have just swept the liquidity. It have swept people's stop losses to push back to the downside. So I want expecting a rejection. But if the market comes and break, that's a break of structure. Keep pushing to the upside. Uh I missed how how you created that TP and stop loss. Can you repeat again? TP and stop loss you was talking about God manishimeshe though. N King, you raised your voice. Let me Mari Uwibambe. Are you saying something?
Yes, I'm asking where exactly should we place our entry is the break of structure or before or even after?
On the back, no, the market, our entry will be somewhere right here because the market have to come and retest this level. So our entry, we have to wait for
Okay.
the market to create a rejection. Once we confirm this rejection from the trend line, our entry will be right here, our stop loss underneath here, and then our targets, because we already have two targets, our targets will be somewhere. If depending on your market, I mean depending on your risk management, your final target should be somewhere here. Somewhere here.
Okay.
Do we have,
Okay.
let's see if we have other variables on the right. No, we don't. So to mean we have final targets right here. Anywhere you should not target this level, whereas there is no, on the left, there is nothing there for you to say the market is targeting this level. So you should target a level which is clearly near to this level because you're sure that the market is going to break this structure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. N King, you can unmute yourself and say something. You can see that you have raised your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your voice is low. I don't know if
Can you hear me now?
yeah, even though it's
Right.
low, but I
Yeah.
can hear you. I can hear you.
My question was,
Mm,
yeah, you say that once
mm,
the confirmation, once we get a breakout, but
mm,
sometimes you might when you go, you say that you take your entry in the 15 minutes, 30, but once you go in 15 minutes,
mm,
you see that the candle of 15 minutes has crossed above the trend line. But
mm,
while you go in the higher time frame, you find it's a
mm,
week.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So and again, when you see like on this trend line, you see on the first touch, is
mm,
there is a wick going up, and on the second touch there is only candle. Candles are the only one that are touching there. The candle must the candle that breaks the trend line must it go up on the previous touch, wick, or the body? Like, I don't know. You gotta. I don't know if you
all
have
right,
enough time to explain it
all right, all right. Oh,
in
okay.
detail.
All right, all right. Let me make it short. Let me make it short. I have heard your question. Let me make it short because also the time of the session is over. But then let me add extra minutes to make it clear for everyone here. To make it short, like depending, you might find, for example, in the 15 minutes time frame, if your let me make it short. If your analysis is in 1 hour time frame, let your decisions be in 1 hour time frame. If your analysis was in 1 hour time frame and your entries in 30 minutes time frame, let it be like that. You don't have to just take your analysis in 1 hour time frame and then your entries are in 4 hour time frame. No, if your analysis was in 1 hour time frame, let your analysis be in 1 hour time frame. If you have to make decisions to say, okay, the market have closed with a week of the candle, but then in lower time frame, the market have closed with a body of the candle. Then consider where did you find the setup. If your setup was in 1 hour time frame, don't confuse 1 hour time frame and 30 minutes time frame, right? Because 30 minutes time frame might be telling you to say, whereas the 1 hour time frame is there is a possibility for that, right? So to simply mean that just if you find a setup in 1 hour time frame, just consider if you draw a trend line in 1 hour time frame, consider your 1 hour time frame. Because even if you just say you have drawn your trend line in 1 hour time frame and then your 30 minutes time frame, it seems like it have broke the trend line. Still, you should know now what is a clear, what should I consider, or what do we consider as a clear breakout? A clear breakout means like a clear breakout means the market have broken and went out of the structure. For you to don't confuse, whereby in the you might find, for example, see this level. Have a look. If I dive in 30 minutes time frame, see what happens. I will see it. It's like I will see. Sometimes I will find it. Or let me find another level. I will find that in the lower time frame, or else let me say in 15-minute time frame, you can see that instead the market seemed like the market have cut into weeks of the candle. The market have cut, or the trend line have cut into the body of the candle, which it wasn't. Like, to me, if I would have considered my trend lines on 5 minutes time frame, to me, I would have been adjusting my trend line, right? But then if my setup was in 15-minute time, to me, I would have been also adjusting my trend line right here. So to simply mean that, to make it short, if your analysis was in 1 hour time frame, keep your analysis in 1 hour time frame. If your analysis is in 1 hour time frame, then it's in 1 hour time frame. If your entries are gonna be in 30 minutes time frame, then you're gonna take your entries in 30 minutes time frame. You get my point, right? Because just like to make it a clear understanding, you might find a setup in 30 minutes time frame, and then your 1 hour time frame is ignoring your levels of support and resistance. So to simply mean, if you found your analysis in 1 hour time frame, consider your entries or you consider also in 1 hour time frame. You get my point? Like, is it clear now? N king, is it N king? Yeah. All right. You also talked about using a four time frame, but in this analysis here you used one 1 hour time frame. So which is better to use? The reason, like, for here, I used, like, you can see that I used, first of all, I used 4 hour time frame. That was the first time frame. 4 hour time frame to mark out the levels where the market is targeting. To mark out, like, to zoom out and see what is the clear market structure present in the market. And I have already found this in the higher time frame. You can see, right? This is what I'm expecting in the higher time frame. And then I have now zoomed out in the 1 hour time frame to find out my points of interest, to draw my trend lines, like to draw my support level and my resistance trend line, so that I can wait for the market to come to my points of interest, and then I consider to take the trade. So to simply mean, what I'm looking for here, it's a clear breakout. I have used 4 hour time frame. That was the first time frame. I used the 1 hour time frame. That was the second time frame. To mean, now I will be waiting for the market to come to my point of interest. Then I use the rest of the time frame, 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes for my entries. So we have set target and we have set points of interest, but then we haven't yet set entries and entries and exit points. To mean, we would have used three time frames, but then there was no market. Market haven't yet gave us an entry point for us to take the trade. Is it clear now? Victor. Okay, now I get you. All right, perfect. So yeah, I guess that was it. That was it for today's AUD USD. And like and these sessions they're gonna be taking they are just 1 hour and 30 minutes. They're 1 hour and 30 minutes time. Like, they're 1 hour and 30 minutes. So they're gonna be mostly starting at around, mostly in the afternoons, Rwandan time. And Mari Uwibambe, are you saying something? Like, I can see that your microphone is muted, but I
Yes,
can't.
sorry. Yes,
All
I
right.
wanted to have a clear understanding about what happened mostly on Monday, because when the market closed on Friday, I think we did an analysis about what will happen from Monday, maybe the whole week. But when we got on Monday, the market has changed the direction completely. So in that case, what should we do, and why did that happen?
Oh, you're asking to say you will find the most of the time once the market opens, you find the market have created gaps in the market, right? It have jumped or it have created gaps in the market.
So
That's what you're talking about.
yes, yes.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
to
that
sim.
is what I'm talking about because
Mm,
influenced the.
mm,
If we had made a buying
mm,
analysis, then the
mm.
market will find that the market will shift to the selling
Sales.
position.
All right, I get your point. Okay, this is to simply mean the reason why you should not always keep your trades over the weekend is because in the weekend the market will be closed, and it doesn't mean the economy data doesn't change. You might find if US dollar, if one Rwandan francs on Friday, if the market is closed on Friday and one Rwandan francs was I mean 1 USD. Sorry, there's no way 100 francs is gonna be how much USD. One USD. If the market closed on Friday, whereas 1 USD is worth how much? 1,000 of let me say 470 Rwandan francs. And then if the market closed on Friday, when this is the exact amount which is there in the market, so to me, in the weekend, whatever will happen in the weekend, it won't be like the market will be closed, right? Our charts will be closed. Nothing will be happening. But then in the weekends, the price will be changing on Sundays, on Fridays, whatever. Because the economy, the people will be working, right? The banks will be open. Some banks will be open. But then the forex market will be closed. To simply mean that the markets will be changing. So there is no way where the market closed from is where the market will open from. Let me say, if the chart of $1, which is equivalent to 470 Rwandan franc, if the chart was here, this was worth 1,470. This was the level. And then you find on Monday, 1 USD is 1,500. So to me, the market won't just start from 1,400. It will jump to that exact amount. So to me, the market will exactly start from 1,500 something. To me, the market will start from 1,000. So to me, this gap was because of what happened in the weekend. Or either you find the market have soared because of what? Because of what have happened in the weekend. The market wasn't recording the graphical representation of what was happening. That's why it wasn't showing it in the chart. But then once the market will open, it will directly print what happened in the weekend. So that's when you will find the market have shifted because the economy was not closed, right? The currencies was still working, but the charts was not graphicking was or there was not trying to there was not printing what is happening in the economy. So to simply mean that the reason why you should not keep your trades running over with the weekend is because whatever will be happening on the weekend, it won't affect the account until Monday. So if there was a big change in the market, you will find also there has been also a big change in the market on Monday. That's why it's also better to set stop losses. Why maybe you want to just let it be over the weekend because the market is gonna shift. The market is gonna shift. There is no way the price which was on Friday, you will find it on Monday. That's why you find the market will create such kind of gaps. It will jump to where the market will start from. Is it clear now,
So
Mari?
it is very easy that that
Mm.
gap will change the complete the direction of the market.
Yeah, because always once the market creates this gap, it always you never know when, but it have to always come back. If it starts with a buys, it have to always comes back and cover these gaps and then keep pushing. It's the market starts with sales, it have to always comes to cover it and then push to the downside. So to mean the market,
Okay.
you just on Mondays, most of the time, even sometimes on Mondays, I don't trade because I have to first of all watch how the market is gonna act. Because whatever was happening in the weekend, the market wasn't printing it out. So the market will be reacting to what have been happening in the weekend on Mondays. So you should just watch and see what is the market gonna be doing, and then from there you decide to enter in the market depending on what the market will show you after printing out what the market have been doing in the weekend. Is it clear now?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right, perfect. So, ending up the session, time is over already. Some said, "Hey, sir, will you announce the winners?" Yeah, sure. I will announce the winners, but then I will post them in the group or on Instagram. So the winners we have already like somewhere free, I guess.
Sorry,
I
what did you
guess
say?
somewhere you said, and King, I say you asked about something. Yeah, the winners will I will announce the winners. I will post them in the group as well. I will also post them on Instagram. Like so this was asking me when was my academy founded. It was founded my academy, if you know you are the winner, or if you know maybe regarding the month, for those who predicted the month, I will these are the ones who gonna go with almost exact the month. They're the ones who gonna go with the dollars. Otherwise, for those who predicted the year, if you know you have said 2023, 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 you have a free seat in my academy. Yep. If you know you have said 2023, that was February. That was February 2023. That was when I launched. That's when I clearly made my. That's when I started. I opened. It wasn't that popular, but that's when I started my academy, Sugira Forex Academy. That's when I started my academy. That was 2023.
Would you mind to
All right.
would you mind to let us know a little bit about that, because like I'm new for this
Mhm.
information that you are providing.
Like okay, I there was a challenge on 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 my academy. I had asked a question regarding I asked the question regarding when was my academy founded, and then the winners of the was supposed to get $20. I mean $10, and a free seat in my academy. 2023. If you say 2023, that's to mean you have a free seat in my academy. I said 2023. Simply, you have a free seat in my academy. If you say the month, then you have your $10. Everyone who said a month, like you said, like the ones who said February 2023, you have $10. You have the $10. For those who say 2023, then you have a free seat in my academy. You have won a free seat. King of Lyrics, guess King of Lyrics. You said 2023, then you will be among the winners with free seats in my academy. So classes, the first class of my academy started yesterday. Yeah, that was Monday. That was no, that was the first class of my that was Sunday, the first class of my academy. For the May intake, for those who are starting to learn from zero or from scratch, or for those who want to join my academy, they have the first class was Sunday, the second class will be tomorrow on Wednesday. So these members who have won their seats, they will be among the members of my academy. I will announce them on Instagram, and I also text them. They will also get a free seat in my academy. Mari Uwibambi, are you saying something? Because I can't hear you.
So when can we get all this information, details and everything about this information you are providing about your academy, the classes, whatever you are doing? Where can we get that information? Like a
Uh,
link, a phone number?
mm. Yeah, you can text me on Instagram, or like you can text me on Instagram or either on Telegram, and then I will provide you the informations. You can text me on my Telegram where I got the link from. Like you text me in
Yeah.
my
And
you get me? My
Your
Telegram,
Your Instagram handle.
Instagram. My Instagram is you will like my Instagram is let me share my that's my Instagram name. Sugirat, you will check and you will text me from there. That's when you get more information regarding my academy. Yep. Then you text me, then you go ahead. As well, I have made it simple for the I've made it simple for from today up to tomorrow afternoon. I've continued the promotion like for a 10% off promotion on the fees until tomorrow evening. For those who are in this class, you have an opportunity to start to continue over with tomorrow's session, starting with May intake on promotion of 10% off until tomorrow evening. So if you want to contact me regarding that, my Instagram, that's my handle on Instagram, Sugirat. You say my Instagram, everything, and then my Telegram, where you got this ring from, and you get to follow everything. Either my where I post, free signals, free informations, free data, my winning trades, my losing trades. That's when you get to learn from. Mari Uwibambe, are you saying something? I can't hear you.
No, no, no. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, okay. Someone said, what about who said ear correctly but mention incorrect? Yeah, I will look on that. I will look on that because if you just said in year 2023, know that you have something. You have you have something. I will offer you something. Either we see if I'll give you $10 or I'll give you a seat. It will depend. Someone said Atiman, I missed me. I said February 2024. Uti ndababaye for. No, don't worry. I will give other opportunities coming. Doesn't matter. The academy is there for you, and it's the doors will be open very soon. I'm gonna open 2 branches in Kigali. There are gonna be a branch in Shike in Kigali, Shike physical class branch in Shik, and then there are gonna be another physical class in Gikondo. Yep. So stay tuned regarding that. Then for this, as a reminder for you to attend these classes, these physical classes, you need to attend the first month of my online classes. For you to get to understand my rules, my like everything we follow in my academy, then in physical classes, you'll be good to go with everything. Get my point? You need to attend the first. If you join my academy, you have the first, like first month of learning basics and everything regarding forex trading, so that in times of physical classes, you'll be knowing whatever going on in the forex market. You get my point, right? So I guess that is there anyone who have a question? Anyone who got a question? For those who are asking me about my academy, about fees, you will text me on Telegram or either on Instagram, and then you start over. Man, Shimwe, Jedeo. All right, you can unmute and ask. Can unmute and ask. Man,
Hey,
Shimwe.
thank you for this amazing session.
All right.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, I was thanking you for this amazing session, but I
Mm-hmm.
did ask you a question in comment. Where can I locate that take profit and stop loss icon in this trading view?
Icon. Take profit. You easily as simple as it is. Come on this level. You count the first, the second one, the first, second one, third, fourth, the fifth one, on the fifth one from the top. First, second, third,
Yes,
fourth, fifth one. And then you go on this side, you will find long position and short position. If you are going for buys,
yes.
you will use this one, long position. If you're going for sales, you use short position. To mean if I'm going for buy, I will just click on it. I'll click on it to come here. I will adjust if I'm entering from here. I will adjust where I want to put my stop loss. You can see that I can adjust it to anywhere I want, and my take profit, I can adjust it to
Yes.
anywhere I want. Is it clear now? First
Okay, it's
one.
clear. And the another
Mm-hmm.
question is,
All right.
uh, yeah, it's clear.
Do you have
And
any
another
other?
question is,
Uh-huh.
uh, what uh, uh, what if I wanted to start maybe a demo account on this trading view? Is it possible? Is it available for free? Okay, how can I get this software?
Okay, for you to get this software, you need to download it. You can either download it on Google, just search TradingView, and then you can download it, or either on your phone on Google Play Store, or if you use iPhone or Apple Store, it's there. Just search TradingView, you will access it. So if you want now to access, if you want now to access trading, like to access the demo account, I guess where is it? Where is it? Trading panel. Just have to come on trading panel, then you come and paper trading, you come on paper trading from here, then you just have to connect paper trading, then you can set your balance and everything, and then start trading as a demo account. You can see, right? You can see, you can create, for example, if I'm here, I can I can I can come, let me hide this one. I can come on this level, I can click a buy. You can see it have updated my buy. I can put a stop loss. So you can see, right? This is a demo account. You can see order executed. You can see
Yes,
that, right?
yes.
It's simple, right? You just have to come on.
Yeah. Okay.
You have seen it?
Uh, Another question I was wondering, is
Mm-hmm.
is demo account any true? Maybe can you advise someone who wants to start his career in trading to begin with a demo account?
Yeah, once
In your opinion or according to your experience?
from my experience, yeah, before you dive in the market, before you get the confidence, for you to gain the confidence in the market, you need to first of all, like, be sure about what you're trading, like, be sure that your strategy is working. So to gain the confidence, you don't have to gain your confidence by just uh by you don't have to gain it by just losing money. So you need just to gain your confidence from where? From just having you need to practice that on your trading, like your demo account first, and then from there you have to first of all gain your confidence from your demo account and make sure the same amount on demo account is the same amount on your you're gonna deposit once you start trading. You get my point? You just need to use the same amount. If you are on your demo account, don't use a demo account of 10,000. You get my point? Is it Sugira Ernest? No, no, it's not Sugira. Like like Sugirat. It's only Sugirat. You see it? It's a verified account. Sugirat. Sugirat. Let me look on the handle. Sugirat. I wish like Mari Uibambe. Where did you join the session from? Arbaz Sugirat. Did you join from my Telegram channel, from Facebook, from Instagram, from
No, I just joined from WhatsApp, a WhatsApp group.
a WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Uh, WhatsApp group. Is it WhatsApp group? Which WhatsApp group was that?
It's a it's a WhatsApp group of some members that we are together in a group of this what home forex home something.
Oh, someone shared it. Is someone who shared it or
Yes, someone shared it. Then I joined.
okay. Let me give you my WhatsApp number. Then My WhatsApp number, you can text me on WhatsApp. Let me make it easy, then I will share you.
All right. That's okay.
Yeah, that's my WhatsApp number. Then you will copy it and text me. It's fine. Someone say that is so I won. Yeah, if you said the year you won. I was on the live and I said 2023. Yeah, you won a free seat in my academy. You're good to go. Uwo witwa N King ni njyewe. All right. Ndababaye for I was on live. I also said 20 Director yeah, 2023. I'm very grateful and thankful to know I won. Thank you for your opportunity. Thank you, God. All right, perfect. That's my handle. That's my WhatsApp handle. And but what about if someone mentioned the right month but missed the year? Yeah, I will also look about that. The fact the matter is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll see about it. But then what I know is that the winners are already there. More opportunities are yet to come. Doesn't matter. So that's for those who are asking me regarding my academy and regarding which time of the like that's my WhatsApp. You will text me on there and then get the information. As a reminder, I have put the promotion still open, 10% off on the promotion till tomorrow evening of the class of June intake. But uh, is it possible for someone to raise $10 on your account to $50? Very possible. If you check on my YouTube, because I also have the YouTube channel. If you check on my YouTube channel, I have raised $6 from $6 to 600 something dollars. Not even $50, 600 something dollars. So go on my YouTube and check the video. My YouTube is also Sugira Forex Academy. Even the link is in my Telegram channel. You should check it. Sugira Forex Academy. You check it. For how many days? That was in less than 2 days. In less than 2 days. It wasn't up to 2 days. It was less than 2 days. I was trading volatility indices. You will find. Yeah, you will see the video. You go and check the video. Everything is there. The video, the full video, how I started, everything. What? Yeah, $6 to $600. You visit my Telegram channel, you will see the video. Because that's what we do in trading. The first thing you have to do is just to get the important skills, what you need to know in the forex market, and then go ahead. In 2 days, yeah, less than 2 days. It was less than. Go on YouTube, on my YouTube, Sugira Forex Academy. You will see it. Sugira Forex Academy, my YouTube channel. You will see it. All the videos are there. Or in my Telegram channel, everything is there. Man, Ishimwe Jedeo, you raised your hand. Let me know.
Okay, man, as a remark
Mm,
on this ending of this meeting, let's
mm,
first thank you for
mm,
this service, man. Maybe when we gather enough courage and enough
mm,
capital, we will benefit from this trading as usual, and you will be the first one to thank, man, because
mm,
it's almost impossible to get a free session like this from someone
mm,
who is not offering to you to pay for it.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
maybe it's it's now on our behalf to take action and
mm.
kick the journey and start trading, man. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you
There is.
on behalf
Uh,
of my college.
mm. All right, all right, all right, all right. You are welcome, and thank you for your appreciation as well. Yeah, what matters is just serious. We have to get serious traders. Get my point. And these sessions are gonna be almost every week. Gonna have almost every week free session, and Yep, almost every week. So you gotta again get to learn. Maybe you won't access everything. Like you want, I won't go deep to access because it's a limited time. But then I know maybe you have to get to learn some of the things, some important things you need to know. Yeah, so let's end the session from here. Let's end the session from here and thank you for joining the session and then see you in this next session. If this session created a big impact on you, if this session created a big impact on you, let me see your reaction right here. Let me see your reaction. If this session helped you, if this session helped you, let me see your reaction right here. Let me see your reaction if this session helped you. And then ending the session from here. Let's end the session from here and see you in the next session.